Hi everyone, pull it or save it? That's the question of the day. Do you have a plant now in the late summer that's kind of reaching the end of its life? You might be able to get a little bit of production out of it, but you're wondering, should I leave it in? Should I take it out? Well, it's really your choice. Today I'm going to show you how I decide. Now, if you know me, you probably know what I'm going to do. Any guesses? Let's jump in. Now there's going to be a giveaway at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that and don't miss it. The first clue I look for, whether to pull a plant or save a plant, is appearance. I look for heat damage, bug damage, and disease damage. I've got bean plants growing here in little shorty smart pots, and the leaves here have a lot of heat damage. We've been harvesting a ton off them, but this plant is just reaching the end of its life. Dry, crispy leaves, spotted leaves indicate spider mites, and definitely probably some disease on these plants too. So all in all, its appearance score, thumbs down. Second clue I look for is production. Is the plant still pumping out the veggies? Now we've been harvesting a ton off these for several months, but right now, I'll lift up the leaves and you can see how production is going. Not too many beans on here. A couple of beans, some dried up beans. I might be able to get just a few more beans out of it, but production is definitely on the decline. So production with this plant, thumbs down. Now it comes down to decision time, and this is the tough part, because I'm not gonna lie, we all get emotionally attached to our plants, myself included. Can you relate? But the hard facts are, the appearance and the production are both a thumbs down for these bean plants. So I could save it and get a few more beans out of it, but I'd be spending a lot of water and resources and time trying to save a plant that might not produce that much. Or I could start over with a brand new fresh plant that's gonna produce me a lot more vegetables. So my choice on this one, any guesses? I'm gonna pull it. First thing to do when you're pulling out a plant is get all the veggies off of it. Sometimes you get a nice little surprise harvest when you do that. So pull all the beans off, and then we'll be ready to take the plant out. Just got a few of the Royal Burgundy bush beans left on the plant. Now I'm just gonna snip the bean plants at the base of each plant. You can leave the roots in if you want to decompose in the soil, or you can pull them out. It's really your choice. I know it's hard to do, but fresh plants are gonna grow so much better than a struggling plant. All the plants are pulled out, hard to do, but it actually feels really good to have a fresh new garden bed to plant in. I made my choice, pulled the plant, and look, even got a nice little surprise harvest out of it. Now the second question of the day is, what to plant next in this empty space? The key is you want to plant quick growing vegetables at this point in the growing season, so you can still get a harvest before the weather turns cool. So we're talking beans, cucumbers, squash, small tomatoes, anything that grows from seed to harvest in about 8 to 10 weeks, so we can still grow some veggies here in this spot. Before we plant, we've got to refresh the soil with some worm castings, organic fertilizer, but first, the soil is very dry, so I'm going to water it down before I add my nutrients. Now I'm just going to mix the water into the soil so it's nice and moist when I plant my vegetables here. I may need to add more water as we go. And by the way, right now I'm using the Rue Garden kneeling pad. This is actually a free bonus in the August Grow Your Groceries with CaliKim Subscription Box. And we're going to be giving away a subscription box at the end of the video. Now this soil is pretty dry, so I'm going to keep adding water and then mixing it in until the soil is moistened down. Got my soil loosened up and moistened up so it's all ready for the new plants. Now what I need to do though is add some fresh nutrients so the new plants can grow really well. Now you can top off your garden bed at this point if you want with a few inches of fresh potting mix, add some compost. This garden bed's pretty full, so I'm going to add some vermistera worm castings to a little shorty here. Just going to sprinkle some over the top. And I'm also going to sprinkle in some organic granular fertilizer. So my plants have the nutrients they need to get off to a fresh start. Mix it into the top and we'll be ready to plant. You're definitely going to want to plant something after you pull a plant out. It's kind of sad to pull the plants. You're going to feel a whole lot better if you get some new plants that are going to produce fast in its place. So we're going to plant Tiny Tim tomato. Again, the key is quick growing vegetables, and Tiny Tim is a determinate tomato. Goes from seed to harvest in about 60 days. It's a nice little dwarf tomato, so it's perfect in a container. It'll grow great here in Little Shorty. I've already got a transplant going, but you can still plant from seed and get a harvest. I've got a hole dug. I'm just gonna pop my Tiny Tim right in, cover it up, and we're good to go. Now we still have a lot of space here left in Little Shorty. It's 3 feet long, so we do want to maximize our space so we can maximize our harvest. Another great quick growing vegetable to plant right now are cucumbers. I've got cucumbers in my late summer garden seed collection. The Space Master cucumber is perfect for growing in containers. We're going to pop seeds in here. Right now in the late summer, the weather is nice and warm. Cucumber seeds are going to grow very, very quickly and give you a harvest in about 8 weeks or so. You can grab the late summer garden seed collection over at CaliKimGardenandHome.com, and you're going to get 20% off all seed collections, garden kits, books, and CaliKim Smart Pots, including Little Shorty here, with the code TinyTim. So I'm just popping in a couple of seeds next to each little leg of my trellis here. That way the cucumbers can climb up over the trellis and we'll get a really nice late summer, early fall harvest of cucumbers. Just gonna poke these down into the soil and we're all set here with our new little late summer garden bed. Gonna give them a nice little drink. Got some fish fertilizer and Vermicera Vitality in my watering can. Drench them down. Feels great to get some fresh new plants here in Little Shorty. Now here's for the giveaway. We're giving away 1 August Grow Your Groceries with CaliKim Subscription Box. The theme is Start Your Fall Garden. You've got some great premium seeds in here that aren't in any other of my seed collections. Containers, soil, veggie stickers, sticky traps, a fun garden surprise, and also a free bonus, the Rue Garden kneeling pad. Here's how to enter. Just comment below on this video, and we'll be doing a drawing on our Monday live stream next Monday, July 31st, 2023 at noon Pacific time. Can't wait to read your comments. Good luck. I hope you win. Look forward to seeing you over on the live stream. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next video.